Streaming. Close Photoshop.
There, I did it with you. Now you don't have to feel bad.
Wait, what?
Honey wasted her trap, so I wasted my trap too. She didn't feel bad.
Well, that's not sweet of you. Ain't you just a little sweetheart?
It'd be like peeing yourself in public, and then the next nearest person's just like, "Here, let me pee." Zap, Ganja Man, and Hidden Sky Machines. Thank you for the follows.
Welcome, first viewer. How are you? Spirit Bomb is kind of insane. Who's in ogres? Huh? You can take both. Okay. We'll leave them all with my strop on it then. Let's see. Let me switch to. You're a Mathlos, right? Okay. I might do a little solo stuff real quick because I kind of want to farm up that Shara switch axe.
Okay. Hi, Simmons.
Welcome to the stream, everybody.
That's assuming you have Shara available.
Oh, is it one of those sort of things?
It's like Xeno, yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I could always find an SOS for Shara. Bet you there's a bunch. What's up? Oh, I don't either. I kind of want to keep it because my grandmother gave it to me, but okay. Even though I tend to forget it exists, but
What?
Jenny's doing some cleaning and organizing. I have this little resin dragon my grandma gave me when I was a kid. And I see it so infrequently, I sometimes forget it exists, but should probably keep it because, yeah, from my grandma.
Why does Tio have latent power? Nah.
Because Tio's always had land power.
Yeah, he's always had latent power.
It's the thing I need.
Oh, I forgot to pick up my trap? Oh, no, I can't do it on this thing. Right. Got it.
See, I need that solid bone that should come from.
I like latent power. I'm getting hit a lot.
Lol. Yeah. Synthetic Lavinus, the only one know for sure. So probably just variants in general. Well, if variants in general dropped it, I should have gone one from the Ebony Odo we killed earlier. Anyway, let's go kill an Aesthetic Lavinus.
Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm max at level 4. I can't actually get above that anymore.
Oh no.
I bet it's until I get a higher level.
My opinion on Elementless, Levi? It's hard to so like for most weapons, Elementless versus Elemental is just which one has a bigger number, and it's hard to say. whether it's hard to say whether Elemental will win out or not until we actually figure out what endgame sets and endgame meta sets look like, because then you can actually crunch the numbers and compare damage against hit zone values and see what actually hit bigger numbers. But from what I have seen already, just first impression, it looks like there are going to be a lot of high raw weapons that also have elements that will possibly be very good. For example, a lot of Volcano weapons are like that. They have very decent raw, good affinity, good sharpness, and they have like just a chunk of extra damage coming from the elements.
My weapon ranks 12th in popularity. Oh.
Lol. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Donnie. Jinx, opinion on the rapid fire 2 PS2 light bowguns with the addition of the new barrel mod. I'll be completely honest, I have not messed around with light bowguns yet, so I don't know.
Time to mess around with anything.
Yeah, really. I heard that the Nagakuga one is the one. Nagakuga one is the one you go for, at least for early master rank and mid master rank. For PS2,
you're gonna go for Garuga.
And then
Narga.
And then Garuga after, gotcha. And then
it's just the same thing but with a raw increase. So.
Gotcha. And then like from what I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did skim through last night. I did skim through one of Fumetta's videos about it, and he said that basically the long barrel makes Pierce 1 act like Pierce 2, makes Pierce 2 act like Pierce 3, and makes Pierce 3 act like a better Pierce 3. The only So here's the thing.
Free Constitution.
Here's the thing. Outside of the motion value buffs, because I heard that Pierce had motion value buffs, but I haven't tested it. Rapid Fire Pierce 2 is slightly worse than a 7-clip Pierce 3 in base Monster Hunter World. And 7-clip Pierce 3 is basically what you used on Legiana, on the Legiana light bowgun. Oh, Legiana heavy bowgun, sorry. And that wasn't very good. So now that Rapid Fire PS2 is like a Rapid Fire PS3 and that has a motion value buff, it may be dealing better damage, but there are 2 core issues with Pierce that it's always going to have. So that means that the buffs to its numbers have to be high enough to compensate for these, which I kind of doubt is the case. One, it doesn't use mods well. Like the new barrel mod is nice, but like close range, long range mods, those multipliers, it doesn't make use of those well. At max, you can have like some highish, maybe 50-60% of your ticks applying either your close range mods or your long range mods. You can't have all the ticks applying all of them. That's an advantage that normal and spread will always have over it. Normal and spread can use close range mods, and every single hit applies all the damage, has that applied to it. The second issue it has is hit zone value spread. It's going to be very matchup dependent whether Pierce is going to be effective damage-wise against the monster, based entirely on what do its hit zones through the long shot you take through, what do the hit zones look like. Because for a lot of monsters, their bodies have terrible hit zones. So you may get like 3, 4, 5 ticks on the head, but then the rest hit the body and you do trash damage. And then on top of that, the new softening, like all of the shot hit zones, all the hit zones in general on monsters are higher now because we have Clutch Claw, because you can soften. But it's unrealistic to soften the monster's head, monster's body, monster's arms, and monster's tail, right, for your entire Pierce shot. So you can only at most probably just soften like the head or the best hit zone, and so a percentage of your damage gets that bonus, but again, it's not going to apply for all of it. And so that's the problem, is that spread and normal are always going to have those 2 advantages, and Pierce has to have a serious numbers buff to compete damage-wise. At the end of the day, though, Pierce is stupid safe. So, like, you're trading damage for safety, and you're trading less damage for safety now than you were before, which is not a bad thing. But again, I don't know. I haven't done numbers testing, so this is just me theorizing based on how the mechanics work. Dual blades are amazing on Iceborne. Softening is amazing for dual blades. Being able to, especially against like brute wyverns that you can't hit their fucking heads, right? Like, you just can't reliably hit their heads with dual blades that often. But being able to soften their legs and trip them constantly is so nice on dual blades. All right, I have an acidic lab in this investigation, don't I? Oh, it's a faint once. I'm not actually confident enough in my fight against Glavness to run a faint one investigation right now. I don't know Acidic Glavness well enough. You have only fought him twice. Really, the evade reload mod is actually good. I mean, like, I haven't messed around with it. I couldn't say. If it has the same numbers as it did previously, the problem was that you need like at least 2 for it to be good. And even if you do, then like, it's like there's a difference between something being good in terms of it feeling good, and in terms of its making it easier to play, and something actually being optimal, right? So I have doubts of it being optimal, but I can definitely see it feeling good to be able to reload when you slide dodge. And I can definitely see it feeling good to be able to, like, you know, just dodge around a monster, keep kiting around them, and not have to stop to reload, even though technically you're still stopping to reload because you're stopping to roll. The animation time of your slide roll is longer than than just a reload is, unless you have a slow reload.